What's going on, YouTube? Claykeys back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius events guide. And I know it's been a bit, but I'm back, baby. And I'm coming back with a bang. We're going to teach you guys how to do this, a new elite boss. It's going to be really rough for people who don't have maxed out units, who don't have a couple of mages leveled up. And we're going to teach you how to get that little bonus HP 15%, even though... guys, it's very important to have the unit Luca to do this. If you don't have the unit Luca, you could try Tillith, you could try Prim, you could try to have Noctis use his, his ability where he brings everybody up, but, ability healing is okay. However, HP 15% is not that big of a deal, guys. We'll get more of them in more events, and don't kill yourself trying to get it. You know, if you got to focus on leveling up other units, you got to do other stuff. Please, man, I have a recipe to make HP 15%. You'll be okay. You don't have to get it. You just want to clear it out and get that trust Moogle. Other than that, though, let's get into the video. The first thing we're going to talk about is our team, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go home, and we're going to talk about the team we're going to take with us today, and I love it because I'm bringing Kefka. But first, we're going to talk about Luca. We're going to have Carbuncle and Luca. Luca's going to be our main healer here. Reason being is that Luca has the ability to, one, heal everybody, up without using white magic, by using the ability also to be able to clear any kind of status element off of us, which the boss can inflict upon us, and also has a AoE every turn regenerate, which is not a white magic, which is pretty good. So we're gonna throw the golden staff on her, the soul crown, Cupid's robe, defender's brace, and I'm throwing the jeweled ring on her because we don't want her to get paralyzed. So that's what we're going to do there. If we go to her abilities, it's just MP 20% and then Spirit 10% down the line. Honestly, you could put armor on her here, some defense, and that would be better in this fight, as the Spirit doesn't really help her healing too much. So then we go over to Kefka, or my boy Kefka, and here you can use any mage. It could be Arc, it could be another Dark Fina you may have, it could be another Exdeath you may have leveled up, but we're going to use Kefka here because I just miss Kefka, and against Emperor, I don't know why, but I want to connect Kefka to Emperor. So we have the Lilith Rod. We're going to use the Creepy Mask, the Magi Robe, Double Muscle Belt, because I'm trying to get this guy to live since he has 5-star. I mean, first off, his HP was really low to begin with, but he has 5-star HP pool too. So look how low it is, like 2,500, because it kind of sucks. And then we go to his abilities, all match 10% to make him do as much magic damage as possible. Then we're taking our boy Rain. He's going to be our buffer and our breaker. You can break this guy down, but only magic and spirit. He doesn't do magic damage, he only does physical damage, and, we want to spirit down so we do even more damage. He has the Mighty Hammer, he's got a shield on him, Survivor Helm, Reflect Mail, Double Muscle Belt, and then we have all of our authorities on him just because they give him the most stats possible to make him a beast. Going on to Exdeath, we're going to have the Wizard Rod, Stellar Shield, Mithril Helm, Force Armor, Double Earrings. Now, you could have equipped Hat and have the Creepy Mask on him, I just don't have it yet. And then Match 10% across the board to make him do as much damage as possible, because this boss and this event in general, everything has physical resist added to it. It's not like it just says physical resist. I don't really get it. I don't know why they did that, but it is there. So I would recommend taking 0 physical damage units after I've done my testing. They're just not going to do anything. Like, even with I tried COD with Man Killer on the Thorn Mace, on her other Man Killer, and then taking Diablo. She still didn't do any damage. So it's just like they were like, hey, listen, you're gonna have to use mages. Period. Use mages. It's like, oh, okay. So that's how you're going to force us to use mages. I mean, I don't think it's a cool mechanic, but that's all right. Moving on over, we have Cecil, who's going to be our tank. We're going to put the Gigantax on him as it's giving us that HP 15% boost, and we did get that from the pro version of this event, so we're going to be able to use that now. We're going to use a Snowstorm Shield, Golden Armor, Grand Helm, Double Muscle Belt. In the abilities, we're using HP 15% and an HP 10%, as I need another HP 15% to finish that. If you put as much HP as you can on him, you can even think about putting defense on him, armor, all kinds of stuff like that. Just put it, make him as strong as possible, because he's going to be taking a lot of hits here. So we're going to talk about the boss real quick and what we're actually going to do when we get in there. So let's go to our items so we can talk about what we need. You want your normal Phoenix Downs, you want elixirs, you want your turbo ethers, your mega ethers. You want as many ethers as you can get your hands on, because we're going to need mana in this fight. Chocolates are amazing if you guys got them from the Valentine's Day event. So if you guys did that, chocolates are going to be really good here to make your MP go up. And then you're going to want smoke bombs, or since we have Kefka, we can use escape, whichever one you guys want to use. We're going to use that, you'll guys see in a room right before the boss, because we don't really want to fight in the ads anyway, and there's really no reason to, as we can just get to the boss, and that's our main goal. The boss does do 4 abilities. What's going to happen is we're going to go in here and we're going to fight a boss. It's going to be one boss. He's going to have 2 bomb enemies with him. We need to kill those bomb enemies before they explode. We need to kill them in 1 turn. After killing his bomb enemies, the boss is going to go ahead and summon 4 little knights with him. and those 4 knights are going to do massive physical damage. It's going to take us a couple turns, possibly 3 turns to kill them, but as long as we stay buffed and we're doing magic damage and we're taking them down, we're going to be all right. Our strategy is to have them down in 2 turns if we can find a good mage friend. If not, you know, 3 turns is okay. The boss has 4 moves, I do believe. Armor break, weapon break, magic break, and then he has the sweep attack, which is going to do AoE mad damage to everyone and have the chance to put a status element on you. So it's going to be hard. Cecil's cover is going to definitely come in handy here, especially for Kefka. If he doesn't cover Kefka, we're going to be in trouble. Kefka's very low on HP. But again, you guys can take Arc, you can take another X-Death, you know, any kind of mage you guys want to. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back to my units real quick and show you guys. Make sure you guys see what espers I have on everyone. This is about where I'm at right now with this. It sucks that we don't really have. I guess I could take this esper off here, and we could throw on Shiva. We could go on Shiva right here. That seems really good too. So we'll try that out and see what happens. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the fight, and then I'm gonna go step by step on how I beat him and trying to get that HP 15% for you guys. All right, guys. So here we are about to go into Elite. We're gonna go ahead and click Elite. Again, we're aiming for the no white magic and to complete the quest so we can get the trust Moogle. You guys can try to do the use 3 limit burst or whatever you want. However, you know, it might be easier to do that if you use white magic. So maybe this run, do the no white magic, go back in and do it again. Again, if you don't really care about the HP 15%, because it's not that big of a deal. It's not huge. It's not mega. If you miss it, you're going to be the end of the world. You can just go there and use white magic and beat this guy and get the trust Moogle, okay? So we're going to go down our list. You're going to want to look for a high magic dealer. We can see here we have a, you know, a Darfina, perfect for what we want. So we're going to take her. We want to be chaining down and doing a lot of damage with the Ultima. So we'll move up here, talk to this guy. What you want to do is use, tell him you were looking for items, passage permit, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I should have talked to you like that, and then you take off, and then he's like, oh, I forgot to get the milk from my wifey, I gotta get home, she's gonna kill me, and then he RP walks out, and you have to watch him do it. It's all like, oh god, I don't want to watch that, that booty's too much for me. Move up the stairs, head over here. Guys, when you run into battles here, you're probably going to want to either A, build up your limit burst gauges, which is totally fine with me. Be sure you're attacking with everyone to get limit burst crystals, or B, like me, just run away. I don't care about building up my limit burst. I'm not using anybody's limit burst but Cecil anyway, and he's probably going to build that up in the fight. Through testing, he ends up getting it anyway because the fight's kind of long, so there's that. But if you want to be safe, you can never ever fight these guys unless you can one-shot them, because they will blow up and kill your team and end your run. So be careful about that. You want to stay away from the mines or the bombs here. Stay away from them. Moving on down, there's a couple rooms. There's a maze before the boss. Again, right before the boss, you can use a tent, which is what I recommend if you are building up your limit burst and not just escaping like me with the clown god. So yeah, there's that. A lot of things about this fight, guys, is the meta is a little bit different. They made you switch to magic dealers in this fight, but they didn't do it in a cool way. They were like, hey, we're just going to add physical resist to everything to make you guys not be able to use your physical damage dealers you've been building up. I don't like that. I think it's lazy design, and they could have done better. But that's all right. You know, they give us what they can. This is a little maze part, and Billy Maze, and you just have to, you know, there's one solution. It doesn't change or anything, and it's cool. It's like old school mazes. It's not the Zelda kind of maze where you have to go in like each, you know, you go up or down or over and it reloads the page. It's just guys are in your way, or statues are in your way. This point it's guys, and they ain't moving. So see, like that, you can't go that way. So I think that's pretty cool. God dang, dude, they are making me run into like 8 million mobs. They're like, we are not letting you get to the boss. Click, you're gonna fight all these mobs. I'm like, nah, dude, I'll escape. So we'll move up here, go to the very top, move over. Nope, don't talk to that guy. Nope, he's mad. Then move down, over. No. Oh my gosh, I probably procced that by talking to that guy. He said, get in here, boys, we got intruders. Okay, so we just run away. Worked out for us. And then we move up. And once you get in this room, there's the red area up top. This is where you would use a tent. Don't need to, because I didn't use anything, really. The Kefka's final mana. He will never run out of mana before he dies. I guarantee you that. Then I'll run out of mana in this fight. But, alright, so here's the boss fight. We have double mines, double bombs. We want to kill them in one turn, remember, because we don't want them self-destructing on us, as bombs tend to do. And then we have the Captain here. Captain has 4 abilities again. Sweep. AoE can apply a status element to you. He has magic break, armor break, and attack break, and then he can, I guess he can just auto attack you and hurt you pretty bad. So one of the things we definitely want to always be doing is using provoke with Cecil. We always want to be having our stats buffed, so we're going to use leadership with Rain. Rain, he's our man. If he can't do it, Ramza can, right, guys? And then we're going to use Regenerate, not a white magic ability, and it's going to make sure our team is getting, you know, health every turn, and it lasts a long time. So talking about strategies here, we're going to always have Kefka cast Thundaga, excuse me, because the sergeants he's about to summon after we kill these bombs off are weak to thunder damage or lightning damage. So that's what we're going to do. And then, like I said before, with Dark Thenas, or if you take an X-Death friend, everybody is going to want to be double casting Meteor or Ultima, except for our boy Emperor. With Emperor, you want to boost his magic up and then just cast his fire damage ability over and over and over and stack it up. It ends up doing mad damage. It's amazing. So we're going to try to chain this up right here, do as much as we can. And then when we think we're going to be able to do damage, we'll do Thundaga, try to chain it up, and do as much damage as possible. Kill those off, which is good. Now Captain's going to call his allies, and they're going to do a bunch of damage. Hopefully they hit Cecil, but I'm telling you, they tend to just start smacking other people. And oh, we got a little bit of, they got a little angry, and we got a little bit of counter in there, which is really nice. One thing to be careful of, warning, if you have Alterna or the Ring of Lucii on your character, there's a chance that they counter with Holy, that is white damage or white magic, and it will cost you the run. So if you're going for the no white magic or whatever, so be careful of that. Next up, we'll talk about why Luke is also, again, amazing. Heal and cures all those status elements. So if they were to apply the status elements to us, we have any poison or anything? No. But we're going to heal everybody up. Boom. Not white magic there. It's an ability, and then it would get rid of the status elements. Next up, with Rain, what you guys need to do is undermine our boy Captain here. It's not going to lower. He has resist to attack and defense lowering, so you can't lower his attack, sadly. But we can get his spirit and magic down. Magic doesn't really matter, but his spirit does, so we're going to be doing more damage. So again, we're going to have Kefka cast Thundaga. Cecil here is going to be a mana battery for us. Essentially, he's going to be using our mana items because we just need him to provoke. He can't really be healing because we don't want the no white magic thing to end up not proccing. So we'll use double Ultima, double Meteor, and then after that, we'll have Cecil use Chocolate on somebody who needs it. So we'll go boop boop, and then that's going to chain. And then what we're going to do is try to chain it with Thundaga. We'll give it a little bit, then we'll click, and Thundaga will go off and hopefully chain. There we go. And we'll see how low we got these guys. A little bit under half, which is awesome. If we can kill them in 2 turns, that's great. And now here comes the great RNGesus aspect of this. We're going to go and use it on X-Death. He seems the lowest. Give X-Death the chocolate. Make him feel good about himself. Is that they can just kill somebody here. If they kill Kefka, it's fine. Anybody else, I'm going to be really sad. You can kill Kefka if you want. Cecil covered Rain here. Rain would have probably died. So there we go. Everybody lived. Yay! Give yourself a thumbs up. If somebody dies and it's not that important to your team comp, let him be dead and keep going. If 2 or more people die in this fight, you're probably fucked and you're gonna have to go back and redo it. But that's okay, guys. I mean, that's the whole point of Final Fantasy. Redo it. Try again. I know there's an energy system, but you guys have a whole week. Maybe I think this event runs for 2 weeks to get this done. So don't get too discouraged. We got this. Priestess Hill. The problem is, if you want that HP 50%, Luca's gonna be somebody you need. So we'll heal everybody up. And then we'll use, Kefka's going to use Thundaga again. And we're just going to go through the motions. So then we'll have her cast, Dark Fiend is going to cast double Ultima. And then X-Death's going to cast double Meteor. Again, if you have another X-Death, double Meteor, double Meteor. And then Cecil will look here. I think what I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and use Rain to use an Elixir. Now, I know an Elixir here kind of seems weird, but we don't want Cecil to end up dying, passing away. We don't have time to be raising him up. And that's just a turn we don't want to need. So we're going to go and use the Elixir. Now, Elixirs aren't a dime a dozen, but they are kind of more prevalent now that we have the arena giving them to us. So we're going to go boom, boom, try to do that. And then we're going to try to wait. And then chain with Thundaga to do some damage here. I might have done it too wrong. Oh my gosh, please kill the sergeants. Yes! Victory! So they're dead. 2 turned. Now, we do have a really strong Dark Fiend with us. If that doesn't happen, you can 3-turn them. That's okay. It just increases the chances of Provoke just not giving you what you want and you getting into trouble. So, is Provoke off of our Cecil now? That's something we need to check. I do believe it is. Let's see. Please, game, let me look at my Cecil, see if he has Provoke. He does not. Very important here. We're going to go ahead and cast Provoke. We don't want anybody else to die. Remember, you always want Provoke up and you always want your buffs up. So we still have our buffs up. Magic Break's going down. Please don't kill Luca. That would be the saddest part of my life ever. Just attack Cecil, that's fine. So, now we're going to go ahead and cast our good old Priestess Miracle. Heal everybody back up. We do need to cast Leadership again. Problem being is that Rain's running out of MP, but we have time with Kefka if we need to give everybody else MP. We're going to go ahead and cast Leadership on our team. Our squad is going to get buffed up. Next up, we're running out of mana on X-Death and Dark Fina. But what I'm going to do here is we're going to cast Thundaga. But with X-Death, what we're going to do is we're going to cast Dual Black Magic, cast Meteor, then Osmos. Okay? We're going to cast Meteor and Osmos. We're going to get his MP back. Cecil's going to go ahead and not do that. He's going to go ahead and wait for Darkfina to cast double Ultima, and then he's going to use a chocolate on her. And that way she has some mana too. So we're going to cast double Ultima, and then we're going to chain this up, and then we're going to do it like we need to do. So, boop, boop. And then we're going to wait. We're going to wait here. Excess should go to full, and then we're going to use Thundaga, try to chain the best we can. It seemed pretty good there. Captain's down to half health. He probably is using Slash next turn, which is a pretty big damage ability. Also puts status elements on people. We're going to go ahead and use our chocolate on Darkfina here. Get her up there. Make her yummy in her tummy like Xdeath did. Give her some mana so she can cast double Ultima again. Here comes Sweep, like I said. Very strong hitting ability. Please don't kill Darkfina. Please, God, RNGesus, don't let this happen. All right, we're good. Now you can see everybody's paralyzed, hurting. Everything's going wrong. Not when Luca's here. Luca's here to the rescue. Priestess Miracle, all that shit's gone. GG. So that's gone. We still are kind of hurting on Darkfina. So what I want to do is I'm not even going to use Kefka here. I am going to use Kefka to use an elixir on Darkfina. And then I'm going to use Rain to use a chocolate on himself because he is going to have to break down that magic next turn. So remember, we got to keep that full break up. So we're going to go ahead and have an elixir put on Darkfina with Kefka, which is fine, right? Like, Kefka's doing Thundaga, he is doing damage, but she's our main damage healer. And then Rain's going to use a chocolate on himself. Not a big deal. And then we're going to go ahead and cast with both people. I might even cast Provoke with Cecil again, just to have it up so I don't have to worry about it later. Because later I may need to use them as a mana battery. So we're going to go ahead and use Meteor, you know, Ultima. Try to get... No, that would have been freaking awful. That's what happens when you're trying to click on your iPad. It tried to get me there, you know what I mean? So, boop, boop. And then we'll see what happens here. Maybe even possibly use an X Potion on Cecil. We'll see what happens. Use Provoke last turn, last 3 turns. We can go ahead and use a chocolate. I think we can. No, we use Turbo Ether. We use Turbo Ether on Xdeath. Boom. That's fine, right? We'll be fine. Next turn we can use it. And we're building up his Limit Burst too. And remember, we just have to have everything together here. Make sure we have our buffs up. Killed Kefka in one shot, whatever. Bye, Kefka. You served your purpose. Rip in peace. Retaliate. Yes. Get it, Captain. Get effed. See, it does no damage. It's so bad. So we'll go ahead and use Priestess Miracle to get everybody up there. Heal them up. Rain is kind of low on health, but that's okay. We really need to heal him up, so we may end up having Cecil use an elixir on Rain. We're going to cast Undermine, because we do have our leadership ability up, right? Yeah. So, Undermine on him, bust down a spirit so we do some more damage. Cecil, do you have Provoke? See, this is why maybe we should have Provoked last turn. If he doesn't, and then Rain dies, it's going to be a trouble, which he doesn't, so we have to cast Provoke. See, my instincts were correct. We should have used Provoke. So here, if he doesn't attack Rain, we're fine, right? But he could use Sweep. So what I'm going to do is play it safe, and I'm going to have Cecil use Provoke, and then I'm going to have my boy Xdeath go ahead and just use an Elixir on our boy Rain, because he needs to live for leadership. That's the reason he needs to live. You know, he's not really dealing damage for us, but he is doing us a favor by leadership and then full breaking our opponent. So that's what we're going to use him for, and that's okay. You know, take it slow, take it safe. Don't do anything crazy, because I think a Sweep is coming. So we for sure want to make sure that people are at full health when this damage is going to be coming through. So here we go, Sweep. No, he didn't do Sweep. Now he's just attacking. Nice. Well, that's okay. Hey, we still played it safe. We're good to go. We have a Retaliate going on for a little bit of magic damage there, like a little dink in the armor. And just keep it going, guys. This is the point right here where it's just slow and steady wins the race. It would appear that we do need to cast Leadership. See? It's a good thing he's alive. Cast Leadership, get our defense up, get our magic up. Cecil, he's going to be able to use a candy on Darkfina, I think. Darkfina's going to be running low on magic in a minute. Boop, boop, double Ultima. Gonna here, double Black Cast Magic. Double Meteor. And then we're going to try to chain them together, so hit them as fast as we can together. The animations are really close. There may be a better way to chain them than I know, but I think here they do chain a little bit. I'll see the one-on-one. So they're not chaining together. I must have to do something there a little bit different. So we see Darkfina's low on mana, so we'll go ahead and go here. Dark Chocolate on Darkfina. Dark Chocolate on Darkfina. We don't know if it's Dark Chocolate. It just says chocolate. Come on, man. Weapon Break. He's still not using a swipe or whatever, so that's pretty good for us, to be honest. That's like really safe. Because the thing I hate about it is it's not an HP threshold. It's not a timed thing after so many turns. He just randomly uses it. And it's a big damage dealing ability, which kind of sucks for us. But yeah, everything's fine. So we'll go down here and use Dual Black Magic Cast again. I know it sounds boring, but this is the strategy, guys. Once you get it down, and it's not boring. Every time he takes his turn, I'm scared somebody's going down. I'm scared somebody's gonna die. I don't want anybody to die, dude. Rain is gonna use a X Potion on our boy Cecil. Get his health up there just in case. And then I'm gonna have Cecil just cast Provoke again. have it ready, you know, just in case we have to have Cecil do something else. And then we go boop boop. Yeah, he might die. Captain might be dead here. It depends on how much damage we do. Maybe I need to get better chaining at Ultima and Meteor. Is he dead? Well, there we go. We took him down. So again, not easy. RNG does play a factor in this fight because the guy sometimes doesn't like to listen to provoke, right? If you had Limit Burst up there, maybe Kefka could have cast the Limit Burst instead of a Thundaga. Cecil obviously could cast the Limit Burst to buff up your team instead of Leadership, and then you could just have X-Death or Dark Fina cast a Limit Burst, possibly Rain, at any point during that fight too, to help you guys out, to make sure you get the 3 Limit Bursts. But I would say, if you're going in to do the non-healing white magic, I would go in and just do that alone, and then go in and get the other ones after. I did end up pulling off with this team. I did get the use 3 or more Limit Bursts. I got that with this team doing the non-white magic, but I think I just got lucky. A lot of this can be a little bit RNG-ish, like I keep saying. Like, he decided, like, I'm gonna attack Cecil, and then I'm gonna attack your Dark Fina or your X-Death over and over again, or your Luca, and your Cecil's just not gonna jump in front. So there's a lot of different calculations, percentages that could happen, but overall, using the strategy, going in there, trying again and again, you guys will get it, I promise. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you guys took him down, or if you're getting the HP 15%, or you're just not even gonna care about it, and subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later.